I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted, dead or
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the new intro. I put it on 2 other episodes also. We'll see how I do with the content advisor because it's somebody else's song. I might get myself in trouble, but we'll see. Anyway, here is, I figured re-recording it and making it my own would help a little bit, but we shall see. So, I've been trucking without you. I'm sorry. I wanted to play the game and didn't want to sit around, but I can't record every single time I drive because sometimes I'm driving at night or my kids are watching TV or whatever. But I haven't bought anything. I've just been saving up my ducats. We do have enough money now to buy the non-sleeper cab version of my next truck if I want to make my other driver suffer and allow him to continue to sleep in hotels and tents. But I think that we need to realistically go ahead and allow this dude to have a sleeper cab because it's not very nice. So we're going to go to the driver manager. Actually, I want to go to the truck manager. And we're going to upgrade his truck. And he gets a sleeper. So there's that. And I'm just going to kind of keep it at that. It is $48,000. Quite expensive, but it is what it is. He's still going to have the crappy engine. I'm not going to upgrade that. He's fine with what he's got. It's just not going to be fast, but paint. In all, oh, there we go. Oh, it kept it. Cool. All right. So this is actually, wow, the price went down. The total to pay was 48 and it just went down to 45. Interesting. Okay, whatever. You know, in real life, I mean, honestly, it doesn't really make a difference if he has a sleeper cab or not. But we're gonna play the game like it's real, and I know it's not real life, but it's just a game. But I want them to feel loved. What do we got? We got a huge thing going there. No. I've been taking the most expensive jobs that I can possibly grab. So we're gonna take this ethane to Winnemucca or Winnemucca. I did go up to level 14. I've got all of the hazardous chemicals covered. Come on, engine startup. I've also got I think I just did hazardous chemicals since I saw you last. We're going to have to go pick up Mr. Ethane. And my guy should have slept. I think I slept, right? I might have a wrench coming in the works here. How's my... Whoops, wrong button. Dang it. Let me see what my status is here. Yeah, I've been sleeping. So I still will have to stop and sleep. But unfortunately, the job is a long way away. I think it's probably about an hour and a half away. So that's going to eat away some of my wakey sleep time. And of course, the time of day here, it's mid-afternoon, so the sun is like coming right in the windows, like totally blinding me as I'm trying to run this game. I may have to move to the other couch to get better lighting situations here because I can't really see the road too well. Shoot. Whoa, I'm going really fast. I was going 60 miles an hour there. What? Forgot. When you take your trailer off. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What am I doing? There we go. That's more legal right there. So if we take a look at I've got an hour and 5 minutes to go before I get to the location where the ethane is. But it'll be worth it because it's a huge haul. So So I've just been grinding. I've put 20,000 miles on this truck. I did have one big wreck. I was out in the freeway, or out in the back roads of Nevada, and there was a train crossing, and one of the funky things, there's some things about this game that I still don't it's got some issues. There's traffic issues, like those intersections where there's no light and there's like 8 million cars and you can't get across unless you force your way out. This train crossing, I was going the speed limit, which was 70, which is kind of fast for a truck. Maybe I shouldn't go that fast, but I was just at the speed limit, and the lights came on for the train, and immediately I slammed on the brakes full force, and I've now mapped my engine brake to the down action on my joystick, so I had full engine brake, and I had full air brakes, and I still... Oops, I sped again. Great. Let's use the cruise control, Arthur. I still was not able to stop in time, and I totally whacked right into the crossing gates, doing about 30% damage to my truck. I hit them going probably 40 miles an hour, and it doesn't take into consideration that I was braking or that I was almost stopped. It doesn't matter. And there's, in real life, if you hit a crossing gate with a truck, you're going to break the gate. You're not going to break the truck. But this thing, man, is like hitting a brick wall, man. Bam! Truck comes to a complete stop. Cargo gets like 6% damage. I was like, oh no. Honestly, in real life, you probably would have destroyed the cargo in that kind of accident. It was heavy. I hit hard. And unfortunately, I wasn't recording when it happened, so... And then after I did that, my motor kept shutting off, of course, because the truck's been ruined. So it's been a good week. I got a lot of work done. There's still a lot to do. I did it again, man. This truck, I'm just so used to driving like an idiot, obviously. I'm used to driving with the trailer on. Anyway, I got a lot of work done. There's still more to be done, and I don't know, I'm still frustrated, but at least I was able to get some things done. And one of my clients finally, one of the ones that I've had issues with, was finally emailing me back about the last amount of work that I did last week, and I spent, a long time working on their stuff too, and she was finally like, hey, I love it. It looks great. That's exactly what we were looking for, I'm so thrilled that this is the way it came out. So, check one off the list. Now we need to move on to the second one, and then I still have 3 more after that. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I think 2 more. So I think none of them will be as hard as that first one. That one was just really intense, and the person was very unhappy, and now she's doing much better, so that's good. It's a learning experience for me, and I part of it is just the noobness on my part. This is the first year that I've done the Indian weddings and the edits, and it's a huge learning curve, as far as what they want. And like I said, once again, the company, I like to blame them too, but I think that we did a bad job setting expectations. We being not me, but the people that sold the product. It did a poor job with expectations. Man, that sun has now just moved right into my eyes. I'll be right back. All right, picking right back off where we left off, I have moved to a new location, and hopefully a better location. I need to move my microphone closer. Here's the gas facility. Fuel. Oh, this is Steve Learman. This is just for you. Here you go. Diesel, 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 diesel. I'm making up for all the times that I said gas. I'm gonna get some fuel. Gas. Oh yes. There she is. There's the ethane. Ethane gas. Not methane, ethane. I suppose I could buy a truck that has no sleeper. I like this, I love the sleeper, but I do like being able to see out of the back window. And sleeping on a plank does not sound comfortable to me. Evelyn, what do you want? Seth does what? Seth is wrong about what? Yeah, it's not tomorrow. I'm telling you. I know that. I'm already aware of the situation. How did my lights get turned off? I had them on. I think. So this is one of those long trailers, and then I found out there's one that's even longer. Look at this trailer. I guess that's average. But there is one that's longer. It's even longer. It has 3 wheels, though. And then a dolly wheel, too, that it can raise and lower. This is 39,000 pounds. The even longer one is 45, I think, or something like that. So I do have the Jake brake enabled. I think legally, and some trucker that watches, one of my trucker friends, can tell us, I don't think you're allowed to use your engine brake in the city because of the noise that it makes. So it's probably like not in city limits, just out in the country. Man, it is so dark. I'll do that for now. I've also taken to wearing my glasses while I play. That does make things a little bit easier. I've got 9 hours to do this. I'm sure it's a 15-hour trip. We have a total of what? It's, an 18-hour drive. Jeez. And we have, let's see, 32 hours left. 8 plus 8 is 16. Let's see here. Plus 10, 16, 26. So we should theoretically be able to make this trip with one sleepover, 26 hours approximately. This is going to be a long haul. And it looks like it might be a lot of back roads because we're going to Winnemucca, which is like out in the middle of Nevada off the back roads. I do find that there's a lot of repetitive road action going on in the game now that I've played it a lot, which I actually like. You could look at that negatively and say, well, but I like the routes. You know, something about, you know, with the, and here's one of the problems about getting your longer distance licenses. And I find this with Euro Truck Simulator. This is what happened. I immediately upgraded my long distance to the highest setting. That was the first thing that I did. And even though it helps you make more money and all that stuff, it also tends to make it so that you miss out on the smaller cities, because every job that you have spans the entire country. If you take the most expensive jobs, you know, you're gonna end up, you know, why is my retarder? That's weird. The engine retarder gets stuck on. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, every trip that I get is like from Norway to, you know, the bottom of France, or from the bottom of Italy to the top of Great Britain, because my guy just has that kind of range. And it kind of hurts the game, because then I don't see all those in-between cities. Like I realized after playing the game for quite some time, and I'm always driving through Rotterdam and Amsterdam, that I never actually discovered Amsterdam. Because the route takes you right along the outside, but I never stop there because my routes are always going on to England. So I pass Amsterdam and I go to the ports and hop on a ferry and go across to England. And then on my way back, I go past Amsterdam again and head on over into, you know, Eastern Europe or into Italy or France. But I'm not going back and stopping in places like Denmark and Italy. So one of the problems of getting the highest rating is that it keeps you from going to some of those smaller places. So you may want to stop and smell the roses, but once again, it's not profitable. So really, if I can do a 2-day trip and make $25,000, it's much better than doing a 1-day trip and making $6,000. Because if I make 2 1-day trips at $6,000, well, do the math. You know, I've only made $12,000, whereas I could take this $20,000 load. That's, you know, a $6,000 increase just because I went the long distance. So unfortunately, that's one of the downsides about this game and the long distance certification. Once you get the long distance, that's probably all you're ever going to take. They really should kind of, and I don't know that they ever will, but they should kind of weight it so that, you know, the shorter trips get, you know, more. It's hard though, because that's the bonus. That's the thing. So they've weighted it so that you get bonuses for going further. But really, they should give you kind of a bonus for taking some of these shorter trips because nobody takes them. I don't know. I suppose it's good for your workers, but for you personally as a trucker, it's not the greatest thing. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. It's an odd mechanic because it makes it so that you don't necessarily stop at all the places that there are to see, and I kind of like seeing things. So anyway, but as I was saying, I do like the little routes, you know what I mean, and I like it when you kind of hit the same roads again. Like there's that airport spot that I always seem to come across where they have the DC-4 and the DC-3s parked, and it's kind of like a crossroads there, and I always end up sleeping at that section because it just seems to work out that that's the best spot to sleep. Let me over. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. I know for YouTube it probably is darker anyway, but for me, like right now on my monitor, because the sun is coming in, it's still, even where I'm at now, it's still hard to see what's happening. I can only barely see what's in my mirror. You'll also notice that on the front of the truck, I just didn't like the way the bull bar looked. And I also didn't like those. I found that the round mirrors actually give you more visibility. So I took off the left round mirror because I don't really need it. And I replaced the right, or I took off the left square mirror, and then I replaced the right one with a round one. So there's only, instead of having the two square mirrors, I've backed it off to one round mirror. And like I said, I got rid of the bull bar. I just didn't like the way it looked. Some trucks it looks cool, but other trucks it just kind of looks corny. So what time is it? No, it's going to be a while for sunup. The other thing I've noticed that I kind of like about the game is that unlike Euro Truck Simulator, where every city had a repair garage, it's a little bit harder to find the garages, and a lot of the places that you stop, the garages are some distance away, so it makes it so that you have to sometimes stop on the road and get repairs done, or, you know, take a trip with no trailer to get your repairs done. Usually I do I just stop on my way through with the truck, but you have to kind of plan that out a little bit more, and I've had my truck get as high as 6 or 7% damage just from wear and tear because there was nowhere to go to get it fixed. What are you going to do? I could have added the 500 horsepower motor to this truck, but I decided that it's only 45 horsepower additional, because the first upgrade takes you from 370 to 455, so 30 plus 50, so 80. It's an 80 horsepower increase, 85 actually, and then the second one's only an additional 45, and I'm like, wait a minute. And it's $20,000 to do the upgrade. I'm like, I'm just going to wait until the bigger motor gets unlocked, because there's a 550. That would be almost 100 horsepower. That's a 95 horsepower upgrade. At that point, I may consider upgrading this truck, but I might also have my new truck by then, so at that point it'll be a different story. Oh, and they are, by the way, the motors for the W900 truck, it does have Detroit and Cummins engines available. The biggest motor you can get is a Caterpillar. I'm sorry, not Detroit, Caterpillar. So you have a couple Cummins options that are 600 horsepower, and I think the highest one is 625, and that is a Caterpillar engine. And so that's cool that it had just like the mods, it has 3 different brands available to put in there. I think with these new modern trucks, you have to take the engine from the manufacturer. Here comes a weigh station. Let's see if they flag us in. Nope. We must be closed for the night. What's up, little Johnny? What? I love you too, John. How are you doing, bud? You all do? Even though I don't deserve it sometimes? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I am your daddy, and I love you. Goosey pants. Oh, I'm yawning up a storm. I need to get a cold, fresh beverage. Hey, Ev, can you get me a glass of sugar-free Kool-Aid? Seth did stir a bucketful. Pitcher. Seth stirred a pitcher full. Oh, and one thing that I wanted to point out, I remember in a couple episodes ago I said to just buy new garages, but Jim pointed something out that I was not aware of. After he pointed the first thing out, he came back and pointed something else out. You can still do that, and it's not a bad idea, but your driver's expenses, if you upgrade yourself to a big garage, not just a medium-sized garage, you actually get your own gas facility. Now, your drivers go back to the garage. That's my pink glass right there, Chuck. Can you give me some Kool-Aid, please? Your drivers go back to their garage between every trip, I guess. So they go out, they take a load, they grab another load, and they come back. And in the process of doing that, they do their gas. If they have enough gas to get back to the shop, you'll get a much bigger, you'll get a bigger discount because they got gas at your facility rather than buying it at retail. What? Tell Seth to make something. So I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. So you actually might want to upgrade to a big garage. But that's 2 upgrades. So I don't know. It's hard to say. You might be better off buying like 2 or 3 garages and then start upgrading them. But you want to get as many drivers on the road as you can afford. And right now I can't afford that many because of my loan. But at least now I'm starting to pick up the $15,000 to $20,000 jobs, and I can get them done in 2 days. So I'm making about $10,000 a day in my truck. The other driver seems to be making about $2,000 a day, maybe. But if I can add somebody else that's $2,000 more a day, if you can get 2 drivers that are making $2,500 a day, anything that you make over their trips is all just pure profit. So, I don't know. I think it's a good deal. I think that, just getting as many drivers as possible is the way to make money in this game. Even if they're not super good drivers, they will eventually start making a decent amount of money. Like I said, on the European Truck Simulator, I have 8 drivers, and I'm making a lot of money. Some of them have been around for a long time, though, so those guys make more money than the others. Also, once they add Arizona in as the last free DLC, I think, from what I understand. Though maybe they're going to do the Peterbilt 379 for free also. But for sure they're doing Arizona for free, and that should be out very soon. That's going to add some distance to our trips, so then you'll be able to go to the last 2 long modules, and you'll start making more money yourself, plus your drivers will make more money. But yeah, that's coming. I'm not sure how soon they're going to do that, but they do have it announced in the game itself. It keeps saying Arizona free DLC is coming soon, so whatever soon is, it could be a month, it could be 2 months, but it's coming. And I guess they're also doing the south of France for European Truck Simulator 2, so we'll take a look at that when it comes out also. A lot of people saying that they like the cab-over engine design, the COE design. I'm not a huge fanatic of how they handle. I feel like, and this is one of the things I think that's different about this game, I personally am used to driving in real life a vehicle where the wheels are out in front of the cabin. But the COE puts the wheel underneath the driver, or actually a little bit behind him, and it makes the truck feel a little bit jumpy back. Like when you go side to side, it feels jumpy to me. I much prefer the feeling of the wheels out in front. So I don't know, but they're cool, and I think that from what Steve Lehrman said, I was correct. They are more fuel efficient. Just somehow the way that the airflow works around the truck is that it actually builds kind of up like a ball of air in front of the truck, and then it pushes around the sides, and it's actually more efficient than the long nose truck. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't know how much more efficient, but somewhat more efficient. Great. Now that the sun's up, I'm gonna have to go to sleep. much time do we got left? 1:58. We got a little time left. I'll try to push it a little further. But we do need to start looking for a spot. You broke the other door off on that truck, John?
Yeah,
Where's the tractor? You got the trailer. Where's your tractor? Where's the other half of the truck, honey? No, the part that goes here, the big truck. Oops.
Let's go to it. Go to it.
There it is.
He's
Looks like he's got a Peterbilt right there, John.
Mama, you got it?
Yeah, you broke. Whoops, you broke that thing up pretty good, didn't you, John? Wow.
But
Sorry, I was looking at the truck. I'm driving off the road here. Let's see here. This exit has some services, but they're not close. Stockton. Let's see. Is there anywhere along the road here? Probably. That's still hours away. This is probably. Let's see. I think no. That's off the map too. So I guess we could just. Let's see. There's a spot here. It has repair and sleep. So we'll stop there. Which up?
not the next turn, second turn, I said.
Yeah, the second turn. Yeah. Can you give me that Kool-Aid? Go do it. All right, so we're gonna get off here. That's right, John.
And I had sub for it. And there was one of the pieces had an up and down part.
One of the pieces had an up and down part.
Yeah.
Was it a car carrier?
Yeah.
This trailer is so long.
No, it
Ugh.
was, no, it
Uh,
had two. One was a bottle.
oh, don't hurt yourself.
But this is a water one.
That's a water one.
The blue one is a water one.
The blue one's the water one. Oh no, this is one of those little truck service places.
Mama, I had that monster truck set.
Here's what we're gonna do.
I had a monster truck set, and I used to put some backwards. I put them backwards. I put them backwards, and they go in the up and down parts.
They go in the up and down parts.
And they can go down the other way. Down the truck.
It's totally not allowed to do this in real life.
But there was just one part had
Let's talk to these guys.
One of the parts had it a
All right, Bubs, I'm gonna leave that trailer overnight. Here's 50 bucks.
One of the parts had a trail rule. One of the parts had a trail rule.
I'll be back before tonight to pick it up. I'm gonna be right across the street getting my truck fixed and taking a nap. Oh, don't do that ever again, John. All right, so here is the repair facility. John is getting real excited. We're just gonna fix the truck up. Thank you for the co-insurance. And we're gonna stop and sleep for the night. Whoa. My screen just flashed. That was odd. An odd graphical error. I know I didn't park right, but who cares? Sleep all day. Oh, he returned empty? And buckethead. Great, so it's going to be an all-night drive is what it's going to end up being. But I guess some truckers do that. Okay, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so I don't like the way they do that either. There's that thing with the steering wheel where if you're going more than a certain miles per hour, it shuts off. It shuts off your ability to turn the wheel all the way. You have to slam on the brakes, and then the wheel will turn all the way. And that's caused more crashes while I'm playing the game, and I can't figure out how to turn that off.
Which one?
You have a what kind of color?
I don't know that first one.
You don't remember the first one?
No, I don't know the other blue one. The other blue one.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
But they broken. But when I was a baby, we used to play them in sun condo.
Cool down. Or were you stirring it so fast that it had friction? It got hot? Okay. Good boy, Seth. Thank you, Seth.
Mama, you guys got me it when it was nighttime.
I don't, but I'll take your word for it.
This is not
Yeah.
a night one.
Man, never-ending traffic. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going. Forget it. You can wait. With my giant hazardous chemical, the bomb attached to the back of my truck, I'm pulling out into traffic, like in front of people. Beep, beep. All right, there we go. So we have slept for the afternoon, and we're getting back on the road at sunset. We're going to swing wide. This thing is huge. This is what I'm talking about. See how the wheel doesn't turn until I put the brakes on? Look at this idiot. Freaking moron. Get out of there, you... Oh my god. About to say some bad words there. See the blinker? See the truck turning, you freaking moron? Idiot. And unfortunately, in real life, people are that inconsiderate. Alright. I have to stop. This guy's gonna let us go. Look at that now. Nice. Thank you. And don't let that guy behind me go. Just cut him off. Smash him into the railing, if you will. He's an idiot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Get the cruise control set. Lemonade is so good. And it's sugar-free, so I get to have cramps later. It's great. Oops. Almost missed that speed restriction there. Woo! Oh, it's because there's construction. There we go. That's it. And now we slowly work our way back up to speed. Now, admittedly, with a bigger motor, yeah, you would get there faster. But I think I still have 2 or 3 levels to go before I unlock the biggest motor. I think it's level 17, and I'm at level 14. So, and of course, the higher up you go, the longer it takes to get those levels. So, but if I remember right, I am fully certified on that. So I'm working on Fragile now. Fragile and what's the other one? I don't remember. All right, so back on the road again. We should have had enough sleep that we can make it to the destination now without having to sleep again. Let's take a look at our situation. We have 12 hours and 31 minutes to get there before I have to sleep, and it's a 7-hour trip, so we'll be just fine. We shouldn't really... We might have to stop for gas, but that's probably what the only stop we'll have to make unless we have some kind of major disaster, knock on wood, between here and Nevada. Winnemucca. 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 How come there's no Yucca Mountain? Where's the nuclear waste? I can carry nuclear waste. I was reading some of the descriptions of the hazardous chemicals that you can carry, and some of them are kind of frightening. Like, there's one that allows you to carry, like, viral material. I'm like, where would you be transporting, you know, anthrax? So, and somehow they doubt, but I guess they do, but I highly doubt that they would allow over-the-road truckers to transport, like, the Black Death. This grade is killing me. Notice I put the hazards on. I've also mapped the hazards to my joystick. So if I push up on the joystick, it does that. On my steering wheel, if I push up, and if I pull back, it puts the Jake brake on. So there we go. Now we're picking up speed. This is a pretty area. One of my favorite. I love the pass between, and that's that little back road thing that we did in one of the last episodes. Move my screen over a little bit. Is that the little hike that you take between? I think it's. I want to say maybe Reading. When you're going to Santa Cruz, and you have that little cut through the mountains that you have to take. It's a very small road. It's like a logging road. And that's a pretty cool scenic bypass. And then also, there was another one I think like that, but I like going along the coast on Highway 1. I wish they had more Highway 1 in there. Maybe in a future expansion, somebody will do a mod where they actually add in all the coastal cities. You got Monterey and what are some of the other ones? Like the fact that they didn't include Morro. Easy there, John. Oh, okay.
They are not. They are mine.
So I'm surprised they didn't include Morro Bay and Morro Rock. Like that's a pretty. Okay.
It should be.
Eureka was pretty cool. We'll have to go there again. I'll try to pick up a load to Eureka after this. But I am surprised. Maybe being Europeans, they haven't. Morro Rock is kind of a not like a scenic area because it's just kind of a coastal road that drives around it, but there's this giant round rock. It looks like a 5,000 foot tall turtle that's sitting out off the bay with ocean surrounding it. It's the most impressive looking thing I've ever seen on the road, like a driving thing. Well, maybe not. There's been a couple things, but it's up there. And you come around the corner and the road kind of curves around the bay, and Morro Rock is, on your right or left, depending on which way you're headed, but it's out in the ocean, and it's just amazing to see it. And I wish they would have included that. I'm not sure why they didn't, but they didn't. They chose not to. Okay, it looks like we're heading back downhill now. So this is, I don't know if that's Donner Pass we just went through, but we're going to be heading into Nevada soon, so here's a way station. There we go. Have a safe journey. What are you carrying?
We saw Hot Wheels set.
You saw a Hot Wheels set?
We have a Hot Wheels set. Look, what is the top set? It's broken.
I remember when I had a rental truck. My uncle gave us a lot of the furniture we're using now. He gave us a bunch of bedroom sets, and they paid to fly us down there. It was really cool. They're pretty well to do, and it's actually Kat's uncle. And then that's when he gave me he gave me the lawn tractor, and we loaded that onto the truck. But we had this huge 24-foot U-Haul, which huge to me anyway.
Was it mine?
It was a big truck, and we drove it back from Atlanta, Georgia, and I kept wanting to go into because you're supposed to stop at way stations, and they said on the rental thing that you have to stop at way stations, so they were all closed the whole way. Oh, I missed it. So I thought that was pretty cool, but oh, what the frick, idiot! Oh, somebody pulled in behind me, of course. That's my fault for not looking, but fine. Well, I gotta get gas, so you're backing up. Why on earth would somebody pull right behind you? It's like there's like 5 open pumps. Oh, and this is one thing I wanted to point out. This is kind of an interesting thing. Okay, so I want you to look carefully at the side of this truck, right? Notice the gas cap over on this side. Notice there's no gas cap over on the other side. That sucks. That's $1,800. Or at least it didn't damage the trailer. John, knock that off, dude. Seriously. So, every single gas station in this game has you pulling into the wrong side for the pump. Now, I don't know if the Kenworths are on the right side, but in America, in general, gas tanks are on the left. Like, it's on the driver's side. So, some cars go the other side. I think Fords, once in a while, you'll see the older Fords had it on the other side. But in general, almost every car brand in the United States puts their gas tank on the left. So this whole game is wrong as far as where they put the gas, like where you pull in for gas. You would never... I mean, I guess you could pull in on the other side, but you'd come in the other way. And that's why when I complain about the gas stations being all one way, you know, except for on the turnpike, gas stations are always... You can enter from either side. So I'm very thankful in that little accident there that I didn't damage the trailer. That could have been very irritating. But we weren't going very fast. I just was slowly backing up to... Oops. I didn't think a guy would pull behind me that fast. But he's an idiot. And he did. Lickety split. Someone's behind you. I'm sure that happens in real life sometimes. I overshot... Whoops. I overshot the gas pump, is what the diesel pump, the fuel pump. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve. Fuel. 65 miles an hour with a stoplight right in the middle of the road. Yep. When you've been driving as long as I have. I've got 20,000 miles under my belt, and I'm definitely not accident-free. Got it. What was it? That little symbol that you have where it says, like, you know, 375 days since the last accident at work. You know, I just had to reset my counter again. I haven't gotten over it like 5 days. Another accident. All right. We should be getting kind of close. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Yep. I don't think I've ever been to Winnemucca. Maybe I have. I don't remember. All I know is it all happened at night, so I don't remember. That's a kind of cool building up there. Aside from, you know, Carson City and Reno and Las Vegas, I didn't even know there were any other cities in Nevada. It's such a desolate state. My goodness, it's all desert. But it's huge. Nevada is the definition of land mass. I mean, California is too, but Arizona is pretty big. But it's about half the size, I think, of Nevada. And of course, there's good old Texas and Alaska. Alaska, actually, even though it doesn't look huge on the maps, I don't know I think Alaska might be the largest state. I don't know for sure. It's a tie. It's either Alaska or Texas, but I think it might be Alaska. Alaska's freaking huge. Like, Alaska's almost the size of the or half the size of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I mean, it's huge. Not very many people live up there, though, of course, because it's just... Woof. Like I said, if you ever get a chance, go on Google Earth, or Google Maps anyway, and go up to the northern tip of Alaska and just click on some of the pictures that show the different areas around there. It's amazing. John, you're silly. This is cool. Look at all these like industry and stuff down here. That looks pretty cool. This looks like real life in a city. At least the cities that I drive through. Of course, it take a lot longer to get through, but toot toot silverware. Like that posted. 2 hours left. It's ticking down. Taking that ethane gas. Could you maybe do that in the other room, John? That's kind of loud. John. Take it in the other room, bud.
You do hear it.
I do hear it, and it's loud. You silly boy. Yeah, I've learned I don't really go up to the city. Look at here, I'm going 65. It's 80 mile an hour speed limit, and everybody's going slower, so. And I'm weaving all over the road because I'm drunk. Everyone's drinking Kool-Aid again. I just can't stop. It's sugar-free. It's making me skinny. You gonna drive on my wag? It's pulling my hairs. Ouch. My hairs are grass. Alrighty. So we've lost. I mean, I had 90,000 when I started this trip. I don't know. Between the 2 tickets and or 1 ticket. Did I get 2 tickets? Yeah, I got a speeding ticket. And the accident ticket, that's $2,800, $5,000 to pay the bills. And my stupid driver didn't make any money. We're down to 77. I've lost $12,000 on this trip. That is not going in the right direction. Yeah, I guess I've been here before because it says it's unlocked. Right? It's a pretty big town, it looks like. And it looks kind of green, too. I don't remember. I've never been to that part of the state. I don't think. I went to Reno and Carson City, though, but. Winnemucca. All right, and here is the exit ramp, and we're gonna beep beep beep. Winnemucca. Speed limit 30. That's cool. That was like a bookstore. Did you guys see that over on the right there? That was pretty neat. It's desert on the outskirts, that's for sure. Come on, what's that? We're taking the hazardous chemicals route. They've got us routed around the outside of town. Halo? Yeah. John. He got wounded? What?
Okay, our room's like almost like done, so you don't have to fold anything because we're folding on it.
You rock.
And, but Violet, Mom said that it's fine if our glass goes on because that only takes short time. We're really literally almost done. That entire area is vacuum and stuff, which is kind of all those ways.
Good.
It's awesome. Mama said if we didn't clean before she gets home, then she'll take us out tomorrow.
All right. That sounds great, Evelyn. Congratulations. You guys can go to Miss Molly's tea room. All right. Oh, jeepers, criminy. You guys okay? Pick all that up, Johnny boy. He did it because he's angry?
Yes.
What?
He's angry that we did that.
Well, I'll get you some pizza, mate. No, that's actually... I'm not going to reward that kind of behavior. No, I don't want pizza. We had pizza already this week. It's yucky. All right, we're going to cheat. Yeah. Such a huge trailer, man. You know, I might go for a day cab on my next truck. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Well, that's one way to get it done. Just for that portion, I need to be outside so I don't crash into anything. Well, we made it pretty not incident-free. I mean, that was a horrible trip. I almost made I only made like $2,000 or $3,000 on this trip because of all the crazy stuff that went on. Oh well, at least we made money, you know. But it's still, that's a little frustrating. We might not get it. No, we should, because I'm right in the lines there for the parking spot. There we go. Ding. Wow, it was a little stressful. 700 miles. That's a long trip. Oh, 24,000. Okay, I'm feeling better about that. That's pretty good. And no mistakes, thankfully, even though that little accident didn't do any damage. So, little fender bender. Well, that puts us over 102,000. So we're 12,000 ahead of where we were when we started the trip. I'm okay with that. You know what? We paid our bills. I even paid the co-driver's bill because he's an idiot. He's not. He's been doing good. He's been making some money for the company. So at $102,000, let's take a look here and see what we can do. I don't think there's anything I can do yet, but let's look at our loans and stuff. What do we got? I've got $200,000 left on my current loan. I can borrow $290,000. I don't want to do that, but I do want to get I do want to get my truck rolling. And I think we need to just get in there and get it done. So we're going to work with a budget of $150,000. And so now I got 152 to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a truck dealer. Boop. And let's see, we're going to go to Kenworth. Yeah, we'll just go to the close one. Visit selected dealer. Boop. All right, here we go. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? We're going to purchase it outright. We're not buying it in the set. Okay, so here we go. Customize configuration. Well, we did say that we want the night cab, don't we? We do want to do a sleeper cab. So right away, this is getting us up close to our limit. And that's pretty much... though some things, I'm going to surprise you here on some of this stuff. We definitely need this. Does it have this already? What's this? The 10-speed, I'm not... Once again, I like the retarder. So we can do 10-speed with retarder. That's fine. No interior. But I'm going to dump... Let's see. For now, we're just going to go stock with this stuff. But the pipes... Where's the pipe set up? And we'll do these little upgrades once we go. But they give you these big pipes, and I think we can save some money there because these pipes are expensive. But maybe that's what you get. I thought you could change these out. Nope, that's not the pipes. Sun visor, nope. I don't need the better air filters yet. I thought you were able to back grade these down. I thought the pipes you could back down to a different level. I definitely want the better mirrors. So we're right under budget here, and we got to be careful because, geez, I thought I'd have some wiggle room here. So even with the loan, man, it's not enough. Look at that. Well, I guess I could downsize the motor one. Boop. That brings us $2,000 back in. And I'll still have some money to play with for a paint job, but I definitely want this. What else do we need? Don't need a visor yet. Don't need cabin lights yet. Like I said, those are cheapo things that we can add later when we have money coming in. The wheels and stuff, those aren't expensive upgrades. The big upgrades are the main. There's the exhaust. Yeah, I can save $3,000. I hate to tell you this, guys. You guys probably love this, especially you Kenworth fans. I actually like the way this looks better. I like the straight pipes better. I don't like all the fancy stuff on the pipes. I don't know why, but I like straight clean pipes. So we're back down to 143. I think probably the wheels I would like to go with upgrade wheels. And do the same in the back. Kind of do the match set here. Right. 144. What did these tires do us? 145. This is going to be expensive. 145. 145. Okay, so we still have some money left for paint. But we might wait. I might wait to paint it because I have a specific paint job that I want, which is it's not even available yet. So that's okay then. So we'll wait on the paint job, but until then, let's see what other base coats we're allowed. We can do white. I'd really like white on this truck. Of course, I love blue. You guys know. I love this blue. This is the blue that I used for my first look. I think, but it's really expensive. That's going to put us way up on our money. So it's not worth that to me. As much as I like it. Ooh, I like that. That reminds me of being a kid. Creamsicle orange. Creamy orange. Look, it's called creamy orange. What do you guys think? I don't know. Oh, that looks great, though. I love the classic black, man. So that black, that looks so good. We'll just go for white. I'm just going to go white. We'll drive a little white truck for a while, and then we'll upgrade it. We'll upgrade it as soon as that's unlocked. So that leaves us $146,000. So I guess now we can play a little bit with some of the details. I do want to put like that. I like those extra lights up on the roof. I like that. I don't like the super duper lights, but I like the 5 like that. Yeah, that looks great. I like those. So 148. All right, so what else do we have that we can do? I'm not big into these guards. Those look cool. I don't know. Nah. They're neat, but not that neat. Oh, yeah, I like that with the light bar. Ooh, that's expensive. Maybe we'll drop that. I don't have to have that yet, once again. So we got a lot of cool lights on the truck. But yeah, so there it is. What do you guys think? Like I said, it's not done all the way, but oh, you know what we can do? Let's take a look at the air filters. Yeah, for a couple bucks more, whatever. So we have, once again, can we do the higher? No. Oh, yeah, we could. Okay, 150. So we're going to do the bigger motor. And yeah, so there we go. That is pretty sweet. That's a nice looking truck, and the paint job is going to be really cool when I show you guys when I'm done with it. But this is where we're going to be with this truck. So we'll have $4,000 left over at the beginning of the next episode. And off we go. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see y'all on y'all's road. Bye. Oh, yeah, bye.